And markets are making a comeback from NIT Technologies to Aban, and you've got a nice little market. Bulls have managed to engineer a nice little rally, even though the policy event is done and dusted. Frankly, nobody was expecting anything great from today's policy event from a market standpoint. I guess once the event risk is behind us, markets are doing what they've done for the better part of May and June, which is they're latching on to global cues. And, last night Fed has made a case that no rate action could happen in the month of June. We've got continuity from RBI. If we come on the right side of monsoon and hopefully if Brexit happens on expected lines, then we could be in for smooth sailing. But we are still in conversation with Mr. V.S. Parthasarathy, Chief Financial Officer of Mahindra & Mahindra. Mr. Parthasarathy, thank you for staying back. And now that we have a rare pleasure of having you on this call, I will use my liberty as an anchor to ask you some specific questions about the group. Mr. Parthasarathy, low interest rates are a necessary condition but not a sufficient condition for corporate India to commit to fresh capex. So at Mahindra & Mahindra, what is your view on your commitment towards fresh capex?
Yeah. Just first on figures, then I will talk a little bit of philosophy. And as I have talked in the media and the analyst meet as well, we are looking to invest 10,000 crores in the next 3 years. 7,500 crores will be on capex, and 2,500 crores will be on the investment in various companies. Now, coming to this philosophy, we've always used all times, whether it is volatile or normal times, to make sure that we take care of future opportunities. Overall, India is in the growth path, and GDP, what it is, and the potential to be much higher. So we have to be prepared for the upswing when it comes, and I'm very positively poised in the overall time frame, and we are prepared to take advantage of it when it comes and make it come.
What has changed for the group in last 12 months? So let's say if you would have engaged in a similar conversation a year ago with these kind of conditions, what was your view like? And in last 52 weeks or in last 2 or 12 months, what has changed, in a positive manner? And why it has changed?
Yeah. One is that over a period of time, let's look at the monetary policy. If you look at last, over 12 months or a little longer, the rates have come off. I mean, about 150 basis points is the rate which came out from an announcement point of view, or in terms of liquidity stance, from a little bit of a stopped stance to a neutral stance today. So these are all positive matters from a monetary point of view. Second is the kind of sentiments that were existing based on a deficit monsoon. There was quite a grip in terms of consumption. But various factors, including a normal monsoon, including the pay commission which will announce, these are all positive consumer momentum. And another thing is, I think, over a period of time, we have reached a trough and we are on the upward curve. So that also has helped. So overall, last 3 to 4 months, I've seen the positive sentiment pick up. But as I said, our capex have never been dependent only on the positive cues. We have been investing for a future overall which has been positive. So these are all the things which have changed in the last 2 months, and now the upward movement is clearly visible in consumer kind of goods, in our auto, and now with monsoon in the tractor.
So Parthasarathy, from farms to cars or IT to healthcare, you have your presence in almost all the sectors there. Where do you see maximum growth coming in from?
All these sectors have got huge opportunities coming up. When the economy is growing, at 7.5, 8, those kind of percentages, each industry has different kind of opportunities, and I'm always very clearly saying that each of my sectors can go very fast because each one of them is a favorite child or a favorite part of the ecosystem.
Right,
so all of them have done, whether it's solar or auto or IT.
Solar, auto, IT, farm, technology, the group is a behemoth. So really appreciate your time and hope to see much more of you, Mr. Parthasarathy, on the channel and also on various forums.